Mission Bay.
Mission Bay. Right off.
Alright, so since we all know how to swim, that's a good thing.
Yep.
Secondly, the other part of the safety equipment is our leashes here, okay? And basically, just like a surfboard, they're attached to the back of the board. Alright, they'll be attached to the back of the ankle, okay? So if you fall in, the board will be less than 5 feet away from you. You just reel this close to you, and you belly back on the board like a raft in the pool. We've all done that. The paddles float, okay? So don't worry about if you drop them, but instinctively you know you need them, so you're going to hold on to them, okay? The second component of these paddle boards, they're all wide, stable, easy boards to learn on. Very simple. They're 11 foot long by 33 inches wide. They support your whole body weight, unlike a surfboard where you're prone, the weight's distributed here, you're standing up, okay? Third component is basically our paddles. If you all have logos on the back, on the fronts of the paddles, okay? Basically, those are going to be facing forward when we paddle. The reason is that there's an angle, okay? That angle will face forward. The reason is that that angle aids as you enter the water, and as you pull past your body, the shaft will get past vertical, but that angle is still downward, giving you forward momentum, you know, just like a canoe or a kayak, and you're going to glide, okay? So what we're going to do, I'll just demonstrate on this board here. All right, we're all going to start on our knees, okay? And I call this your safe zone, okay? We're just going to pretend that's the front of the board. You're going to start on your knees, you have a lower sense of balance. What you're going to do is hold the paddle closer to the blade with the logo facing forward. You're going to reach in front and pull past your body, just like you were if you were in a canoe or a kayak, okay? So you're going to reach and pull. And as you pull, you get forward glide, all right? One thing you want to remember is the side you paddle on will have the lower hand. So if you paddle on the right side, your right hand is your power hand. That's going to be on the lower part of the shaft because all that resistance is here. And that's going to pull right along the rail. The top hand will bury the blade in the water. The bottom pull. So it's a push and pull type movement. When you want to go to the other side, you just switch hands, okay? So now you're switching hands, so now the left hand is your power hand, your right hand pushes and pulls. So you mimic the movement. Pretty simple, like an Indian in a canoe, all right? If you canoed kayak before, you put the paddle behind you, you brake, okay? You slow right down, okay? Doesn't matter which way you want to go, you'll slow down, all right? There's two types of terms that we utilize for paddleboarding. Basically, one is a back paddle. Basically, you're starting from behind you and you back paddle. And what happens? You pivot. So if you want to turn to the right, you're going to back paddle on the right, you'll pivot to the right. You're going to want to turn to the left, you're going to back paddle on the left side, and you'll pivot. Another type of a turn that works better when you're standing up is a sweeping turn. Basically, I'm sweeping away from the board. You're driving the water in one direction, the nose will head in this direction, okay? So it's basically the opposite here. So if you want to sweep on the left, you'll turn to the right. Okay, when you're ready to stand up, what I recommend you do is you go at your own pace when you feel ready. Like I said, the worst thing is you're going to go over and go swimming. It's going to feel good today. What you want to do is get a little paddle glide going, okay? It's like a bicycle. You need that balance. You need that glide for balance. Similar to paddleboarding when you start. So, get a little paddle glide going. Put the paddle across the board. Get one foot on the other and stand up. And as you stand up, bring the paddle with you. Instead of holding the paddle here, now you're going to get it down in the water. Your top hand will be on the T-handle. The blade will be buried in the water. Your power hand, or the side you paddle on, will be on the top third of the shaft. You're basically going to do the same movements. You're going to reach in front and pull past your body. You can brake. You can back paddle to pivot. You can sweep to turn to the left. You switch sides. Okay? You mimic the same movement. Top hand pushes down, bottom pulls. Okay? You can brake, back paddle to pivot to the left. Sweep on this side, to turn to the right. When you stand up, you are going to feel a little shaky at first. Your knees may knock a little bit, but don't worry about it. You're going to want to relax. Try to stand flat-footed. Try not to lean over too much and be tense and tight. You want to stand up tall, hit the blade in the water, start paddling, reaching in front of you and pulling the paddle past your body. That movement and that glide gives you stability. Okay? It's like a little tripod that once you start paddling, that stability on the tripod for the camera is stable, similar to paddleboarding. You have the resistance here, it gives you, pressure on your toes. Even if you have to adjust on the board, you can go like this also. All right?
Where's the stable spot?
The stable, I'm going to show you that when we get on the water, but basically all have these hand grabs. All the boards that we're going to be on have that. That's going to be the center of the board, so you'll be standing basically in the center of that. Okay? Again, if you feel like you're getting tired, winded, or if the wind or a current is too strong, go right back down to your safe zone. You have, less that body resistance. You're closer to the water. You can paddle. Okay? You can also sit with your feet facing forward and also paddle. Okay? If you do fall in, a couple things. Do not dive in, okay? Because you could be in 2 feet of water and I don't want you to get hurt. Again, if we're in 2 feet of water, do not pencil jump. So I don't want you to hit the bottom and jar your back, because that will really hurt, okay? If you do fall, kind of just roll in the water, stay compact. Like I said, the paddles float, the board is your safety device, and you're attached to it with the ankle, so it won't drift away. It's all about having fun. We're going to get out right here. We're going to let these little ripples subside, get you out on your knees, and just practice your paddles. You know, see how the board reacts to you in the body by doing all your sweeping turns, and at your own pace, stand up. When the 3 of you are up together, we're probably going to head inside the creek there. It's going to be nice and calm in there for a little bit, and then when you get acclimated, we'll come out here and maybe we'll see some dolphins and other things. But like I said, it's all about having fun. You all ready?
That's all right.
Put your leashes on, so you can either kneel first, I'll put them on, or you can put them on right here. Alright. Maybe you kneel, sit, stand right here. Alright, so when you kneel and stand to be set there, okay? So what you want to do is use the lower part of the shaft, reach in front of you with the sticker facing forward and pull right along the rail. And you can pull to get forward side. If you sit on your tail, you have a lower sense of balance. Do it first.
Go Quinn.
Come back this way, guys. Don't go too far. Just remember, back paddle, a pivot turn, just turn. That's it.